is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
So, anybody see the Earl Thomas situation? Boy, that is one crazy situation. So, Earl Thomas got caught cheating on his wife, and he had a gun to his head. So, this was a really just out there story. Okay, and Earl Thomas, I got to tell you, sometimes, man, I wonder about these players because they say and do some really stupid things that you just wonder what the hell is going on with these people. Do they have any common sense? Do they actually, think about these situations or think about what they're saying? So apparently, Earl Thomas was cheating on his wife, and she held a loaded gun less than a foot from his head after she caught him cheating. This is all on TMZ. It's spelled out in court documents detailing a violent April 13th altercation involving the Ravens player and Nina Thomas and several other people. The Austin Police Department responded to the home in the Austin, Texas area at 3:41 a.m. about getting a call about a disturbance. It's 3:41 a.m. Okay? When cops arrived, they say they observed that a black female was wearing an orange sweater with a knife in her hand, later identified as Nina Thomas, was chasing a shirtless black male, later identified as Earl Thomas, with a pistol in his hand around a vehicle. Cops drew their weapon and ordered Nina and Earl to the ground, and they complied without incident. That's when the investigation began and things got wild. Nina's story, according to court documents, Nina claims Earl 30 left her home earlier in the day after an argument over the NFL players drinking. She claims Earl's brother Seth picked him up. A short time later, she decided to check on the whereabouts by logging into his Snapchat account. And that's when she said she found a video of Earl with another woman. Nina says she used Earl's Snapchat account to track his location to a nearby Airbnb rental home, and she says she called up two other women to help her confront Earl at the pad. Nina also claims, and by the way, there must be some experience from Nina, that if she's going to confront Earl, she needed two more women to go with her. That tells me there's a prior history here already of confrontations, right? I mean, if this confrontation's going on at 3 a.m. and he's not home with his wife and he's banging some other chick, this is all you need to know. Nina also claims she grabbed Earl's pistol, a 9mm Beretta, in the process with the intentions to scare him. By the way, no normal woman, no normal wife uses a gun to scare you. Once they use a gun, they're not normal. Just want you to know that, okay? Normal women don't do that, all right? Normal women catch you cheating. Normal women tell you all your stuff is out on the front lawn. You can call my lawyer, and we'll talk about a divorce down the line. Get out of my face. That's what a normal, classy, decent human being does. Okay? None of us are happy that we lose our loved one because they cheated on us or anything along those lines. But we don't resort to violence to send our message. That's not what human beings do. That's what normal people don't do that. Okay? That's when Nina admits she pulled out the gun and put it to Earl's head, stating that she took out the magazine thinking the gun could not fire. But cops say Nina was unaware the gun had a round in the chamber. Because, of course, those of us that have guns, you know what we do. We hit the button, we take out the clip, and then to make sure there's no bullet in the chamber, and usually if there's one, the bullet will spit out. And now you know, and what happens when there's no more bullets? It stays locked with the slide back, right? And then we can unlock it. And then we know there are no bullets in there. But those are us that we use guns, okay? We're responsible. Anyway, cops say one of the women in the house shot cell phone video of the incident. Here's another thing I want to also warn people out there, just in case. Because this also tells you you're not normal and very smart either. You're obviously very stupid. When you're in the middle of committing a crime, don't film it. All right, let's continue. Which they say shows Nina pointing the gun at Earl's head from less than a foot away, and it can clearly be seen that Nina's finger was on the trigger and the safety is disengaged. Not that she's very smart and knew that. Fortunately for Earl, cops say the Ravens' defensive back was able to wrestle the gun away from her. Cops say the cell phone video also shows Nina striking Earl in the nose before it ends. Cops also spoke with Earl, who essentially corroborated the story, adding that Nina repeatedly hit him while he attempted to take the firearm away. In an interview with Earl's alleged mistress at the scene, she claimed Nina also threatened her and the other woman in the house, pointing the gun at them, yelling, "I got something for all you hoes." The woman claims one of Nina's friends was carrying a knife and swinging it aggressively during the altercation as well. After speaking with everybody, cops ultimately arrested Nina and both members of her posse. Nina was booked for burglary of a residence with intent to commit aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, family violence, and later bonded out. Earl was not arrested. Court records show Nina was also hit with an emergency protective order requiring her to stay away 200 yards from Earl and his alleged mistress. So this gives Earl all the space he needs to keep banging his mistress. As we previously reported, Earl and Nina were married in an extravagant wedding back in 2016. Way back in the day in 2016. Russell Wilson and Ciara even attended the ceremony. Earl is one of the best defensive backs. Yeah, whatever. Okay. The lawyer for Nina says, "I am here to declare that my client unequivocally and categorically denies these allegations, and we look forward to our day in court where we can clear her good name." Instead of talking about us, this is Earl, by the way. Instead of talking about us, keep us all in your prayers, Thomas says. Stuff like this happens. To who, moron? To who, Earl Thomas? To who, scumbag lowlifes? Because that's how scumbag lowlifes work. I'm just trying to fill you in, Earl. Okay? We try to live the best lives we possibly can. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. What, you plan to drink all night, fight with your wife, go bang your mistress at 3 a.m, have your wife show up at 3 a.m. with a gun, a knife, a posse to threaten, and that happens all the time? No, it doesn't, dude. It doesn't happen when you're a decent man, and it doesn't happen when you marry decent women, okay? And it doesn't happen, Earl, if you actually acted the right way.
I love your acknowledgement. She's got muscle on speed dial.
I mean, give me a break, dude. Come on, bro. It's ridiculous. And this happens. This doesn't happen. This is not normal. Normal people don't act like this. Okay? Normal women don't act like this. Normal men don't act like this. That's all. Okay? A woman that is secure in who she is and her value, you know what she does? She gets the evidence and she walks away and gives it to her lawyer, and then you take the guy's money and kids and all that because they got 3 kids. That's the worst part. Those are your parents. The kids now have that as parents. How does that make any sense whatsoever?
And even if nothing of this comes of it, kids, if they're at the right age, man, they've read that at school. You know what I mean?
Their friends are gonna. And kids are brutal, dude.
Ruthless, heartless.
Oh man, heartless. But this thing, Earl Thomas thinks that this happens. No, it does not happen, dude. When you marry decent women, that doesn't happen. But, it would help if you maybe treated your wife a little better. And maybe that won't happen.
When you were talking about her throwing stuff out on the lawn and everything like that, one of my favorite commercials, the guy standing outside, the neighbors, and the girl backs up the truck with the door open. All the stuff flies out on the concrete, and he's like, "Oh, she's just dropping off my stuff."
That's it. That's it. Mike No Go Zone says Earl Thomas' mistake was getting married. You wait until you finish playing when the parade of women subsides. Then you get married. Derek Jeter was smart like that. Exactly. Derek Jeter banged half the world, but he wasn't married. So you can do that. But, dude, you're married, and you're out drinking all night, and you're banging chicks, and it's like you're married. You got 3 kids. Then don't get married. It's pretty simple. I've always said this. Not that it's right, okay? But, I mean, if you're at least going to do it, okay, have some you already are disrespecting your loved one. At least do it in a way where you don't embarrass the loved one. Where, like, Nina would have never found out. Now, you're drunk all night. You leave with your brother. You don't come back to your house. It's 3 a.m. What do you expect your wife to do? So now she tracked you down and she figured it out. You know what I mean? Again, not that it's right, but dude, just wait till you're on the road when you're in the NFL again, and starting all over. You can't wait that long. Do something where she would never find out or something. At least, have that at least. But you do it so blatantly. It's because you're doing. When I see something like that, it's almost like this is not the first time. That's why there's a gun already at this point. Because I'm sure there's already been all kinds of arguments in the past. And they got married in 2016. So we're not talking about a couple that's been together for a long, long time or anything. You know what I mean? These people can't be that long together, and yet look at all these issues. Mike No Go Zones is right. He had no business getting married. But he probably had a kid with her and then had to get married. Who knows? I don't know how they went about having their kids. But some tells me if they're married in 2016, it's 2020, and they've got 3 kids, I think they started before they got married.
4 years of marriage, already got guns involved, man. Yeah. They need to get away from each other because eventually it's going to be used.
It should be
right?
a divorce.
It's going to be used, right?
It should be a divorce. Look, it's pretty. This is pretty simple in relationships. Okay, the second you raise your hand on your spouse is the day the divorce should end. Like right there, the divorce should be filed and it should be over, and you should never see each other. Either or, woman hitting man, man hitting woman, whatever. Once that starts, it's over.
Yeah, because it only escalates.
You're right.
It doesn't regress.
Doesn't get any better. Doesn't get any better. The day you have to hit your spouse is a spouse you don't have to be with. I mean, when Earl says, well, these things happen. No, dude, they don't happen, bro. I've been married for 26 years. They don't happen. Okay? I'm going to be in November with the same woman for 33 years. It doesn't happen. There's no chance. And if we would ever get divorced, I guarantee you, me and my wife would just file for a divorce, and that's it. It's over. There's not going to be any guns. There's not going to be any violence. It's not going to be any of that. We either, fell out of love, whatever it was, what normal people do when they break up or anything like that. That's how you're supposed to do it. Normal people don't get physical. Normal people don't use guns. Nothing about that situation is normal with Earl Thomas. Nothing. Good morning, Big O.
I'm going to make a bet right now. I'll bet everything I ever make, double it. You and your wife are never going to get divorced, okay? You still hold hands. You tell each other.
I get that. I get that, and I believe that too. But my point is that if we if we did whatever, we got bored with each other for a lot of love, whatever it is, we would just say, hey, it's over.
You remind me of my
We'll
parents.
file the divorce, and that's it.
Who are married 53, 54, and they still hold hands and all, and I mean, do everything together. That's you guys.
We try, brother. We try.
Very impressive.
Sharif Kenshawn says, good morning, Big O. How will Tom Garfinkel imagine seating and social distancing for week 1? The seating is confirmed for fans. Well, he already has a plan. It was go to the paper. It was printed already a couple days ago. It's for like 15,000 people. Now it's not even official. It was just an idea. They're like setting up a plan just in case they can only put 20% in the stadium. So they've got kind of a plan in place for that. But right now, the NFL hasn't even said they can allow one person in the stadium. Not even media members are going to be in the stadium. Media members could be covering the games from TV and Zoom for the interviews. Okay? I mean, that's how crazy it may end up getting. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to handle it yet. The thing about all of this is it's just all talk. Like right now, the NBA is in the middle of, planning for mid-May for some facilities like the Heats to open up and practice and all of that. The MLS is already now starting the individual workouts now. But having said all that, they still have no idea when they're going to start, how they're going to start. It'll definitely be without
fans. You put
fans.
A preseason in front. How long is the season? When are you going to end?
They don't know anything.
It's everything is so up in the air.
They don't know anything.
You know what? Mr. Garfinkel that we had on the other day, I would think that our Dolphins and the way he's already putting things together, we're probably further ahead as far as possibilities and options and stuff than the average NFL team easily.
Yep.
I mean, he's like, boom, as soon as whatever comes down, he's like going to have it. All right, this is what we set up for that scenario.
Yep. Michael Guerrero goes, just put your dirty laundry on Snapchat, kids. Exactly, Michael. Like you're with the whole, right? Well, just go somewhere like really quiet. Not with your brother or anybody. Don't put any videos up. Don't leave any crumbs, any trails. Okay, if you're just going to do it, do it, but like don't embarrass your wife. You know what I mean? At least that. But you're going to put it on Snapchat. You're going to fight with her. You're going to be away from your house at 3, 4 in the morning. Like normal women are going to worry about where their husband is. And in your case, Earl, most of us, we're away. Our wives think we're doing something stupid like sports related or whatever. In Earl's case, she knew he was up to no good. Like the other kind of no good. You and I, we get picked on by our wives for doing the silly things that guys do. Gambling trips and football and sports or concerts or hunting or whatever, fishing, whatever. The stupid things guys do, golf, the normal things that you and I do that we normally get in trouble for, like we get ripped for that kind of stuff. But the Earl Thomas kind of stuff, that's a whole different ballgame.
Don't be like Chad and leave a receipt for buying condoms.
Yeah, Jay Nice goes, Big O giving infidelity advice, shaking my head, LOL. I'm just saying, man, if you're going to be Earl Thomas, just do something, bro. I mean, you're already going to be a scumbag, right? Or just do a little something so you don't embarrass your wife and your kids.
So you're saying be a sneaky scumbag?
Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah. At least.
Fly under the radar, totally incognito.
Yeah. I said this years ago, too. Remember the Atlanta Falcon, Eugene Robinson? Super Bowl week, he's here, and he goes to Biscayne Boulevard to pick up a prostitute, walking on the streets. And I was doing radio then, and I'll say it then. I'll say now what I said then. You're a football player. You're famous. You got all kinds of money. Dude, why not get a call girl? Like a high-priced call girl to come to your room. Nobody knows. She's a pro. And in those days, it wasn't even social media prevalent. So you weren't going to really get in trouble. But you're an NFL player, and you're going to go pick up something on the streets? Again, that to me did not make any sense. Like, it was kind of weird. Like, okay, Eugene, dude, use your common sense. You're a big famous football player. You got money. Man, use that as your leverage. Like, you can make things happen where you don't put yourself in a position that you're driving Biscayne Boulevard to go pick up streetwalkers, which, again, sting operations are left and right there. Not right either way, but I'm just saying there could have been a better option for you. At least you could have tried.
Be like Charlie Sheen, get with your attorney, have a contract already set up, no disclosure.
There you go.
And then jump in bed.
There you go. There you go. I'm just saying, man. At least if you're going to be like a total loser, then do something, bro. Think of the other person at least. You know? It's crazy.
Be sneaky.
Yeah. Radically says, I think they will put a disclaimer on tickets and stadium entrances. Then they will sell the tickets and see who shows up. Dolphin attendance has been social distancing sad lately anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know that the Dolphins are, when it comes to sellout in stadiums, you know that they're one of the best teams in the NFL, right? Like when it comes to percentage of capacity, they're one of the best. I'm not sure what you're saying, Radically, but I think you need to go look at the stats, bro. Their attendance, believe it or not, through these years that have been some bad football, the people show up. The people buying the tickets. Okay? So they are in the high 90s in their capacity. So they have done a really good job overall. I mean, fans have done a great job considering it hasn't been a good product for many, many years. Ray Grulong, thank you, sir, Ray, for chiming in on the super chat. I appreciate you, Ray. Thank you for helping us out as always and making it easier for us to grow here on the program with a little super chat. Thank you, sir. Careful, guys. Alexis is in the house listening. There you go. Or better yet, wait until after the biggest game of your career to buy some booty. LOL. That too, George. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. You can wait till after the game. You know, I do something, bro. I'm just saying some of these guys, they do things that are just plain stupid. And I, you know, like the Earl Thomas thing, it's almost like you're Nico Toscani and you're above the law. That's kind of the way I feel because it seems to me like Earl Thomas has been getting away with this forever, and she kind of had enough of it. Because she's acting like the woman that has dealt with several of these kind of situations, and it finally, you know, got to a boiling point, and she whipped out a gun. And the best part about Earl is I think Earl's blaming the rest of us for his stupidity.
Earl.
Like, leave us alone. It's our privacy. Well, it's not too private, dude. Somebody filmed it, and they put it out there. So that tells you all you need to know, dude. Okay? Somebody filmed it. Somebody's filming everything that's going on. That's your fault, dumbass. You're the one that wanted to argue with your wife about your drinking. Then you leave out all night, and she can track your Snapchat account. So then she sees you with another woman and then goes and catches you with the other woman. You know,
he did everything he could to get caught.
Yes, exactly. And he has nobody to blame but himself. And if we're talking about it, that's your problem, Earl Thomas. Okay? Maybe if you were more discreet, since, okay, you can't be faithful, you really don't want to be with your wife and 3 kids, even in a quarantine situation that you're not supposed to be doing these kind of things, by the way, but you want to do all that. Don't blame us, dude. Okay? Don't blame us for your stupidity, Earl Thomas. And right now, we could be talking about Earl Thomas's funeral. Okay? Wife in jail for the rest of her life. 3 kids have no wife, no mother, and no father. We could have ended up with that situation. I'm just saying, man. Earl, be a lot smarter, my brother. And don't even point fingers. Don't look at anybody. It's not on your wife. It's not on any of us. It's not on society. It's not on the person that filmed the incident and posted it. It's all on you, man. There's nobody to blame but Earl Thomas. Big O Earl was caught sharing a girl with his brother in bed. I doubt he was thinking about his wife's feelings. Ha ha. Well, apparently there were 2 girls there. Okay? All right. So there you go. Let's see. Flipper's asking Alexa V, what you cooking up for lunch today? And Alexa V says, not sure yet. Now, remember, Alexa, you're supposed to bring us some food, okay? We're here starving, working hard, trying to entertain you all out there.
Are you telling us you didn't go buy Chick-fil-A, man?
Oh, I went by Chick-fil-A.
Hey, were you able to get off on?
I just want to have fun with Alexa because she's thinking of cooking. So, I figured,
Hey, man, we're hungry, yeah.
John Rouse brings us brownies.
He brought us Vicky's.
That's right. He brought us Vicky's.
Pastelitos.
A little pastelitos, yes.
Were you able to get off on 41st?
That was strong on John's part.
Oh, John's. You know what?
Oh, yeah, today, yeah, on and off.
We're able to get off.
On and off.
Okay, all right.
Because last time I got off, but I couldn't get on.
I wasn't able to get on. I had to do the back road.
Unlike Earl Thomas, Earl Thomas gets off and gets on. Many people.